people, welcome to Closet Confections. I'm your host Kendra, and today we are talking about these braids, honey. Yes, so I did a thing and decided to switch up my look, which I rarely ever do, but from the looks of things, New York City is about to go on its second lockdown, and why not? Why not experiment, try new things, because, you know, what else is there going to be to do? But seriously, guys, I just went down like a YouTube rabbit hole, and the algorithm kept pushing all these like DIY box braid videos. So I must have watched like 10 videos over the last like week or two with women doing their own box braids. And I thought, you know what? I can do that, I think. So yeah, I gave it a shot. So I am going to give you guys the scoop, the good, the bad, the ugly, show you guys the process of how I installed these. Just so you guys know, it took me about 4 hours to do my whole head. I have a big head, and this is 46-inch hair, and so I braided it all the way down to the tips. Also too, as you watch this video, I initially intended to do twists, which would have taken me a lot less time to do. So in the video, you'll hear me talk about doing twists. So yeah, you're not like freaking out. These are obviously braids. Yeah, your girl's like twist and grip game was just not strong enough. So I had to improvise and just do braids instead. So yeah, I did get a little bit of carpal tunnel in my hands, but I'm gonna quit yapping and get into the process. So here we go. Okay, so first I have washed my hair earlier today, a couple of hours ago, and I went ahead and blow dried it. I think this is the first time I've blow dried my hair in like literally like 6 months. So yes, so this is what we're working with. My hair is stretched out. I blow dried it, got it sort of sectioned off, and my hair is feeling pretty good. I've been using a mixture of aloe vera juice and water to like spray on my hair every day, and my hair is so much softer now. Oh my gosh. Yeah, if you suffer from dry, coarse hair, yeah, definitely the aloe vera is the jam. Okay. All right, peeps, so the first thing I'm doing is using this Cantu Argan Oil leave-in conditioner and repair cream. And so what I'm going to do is just section my hair into different parts and put some of this in it to make sure that it is moisturized. If you are my coarse haired sisters who hair just like soaks up product and like stays dry, highly recommend this too. So here I'm just applying moisturizer to each section of my hair, and at the last moment I decided to add in some castor oil for good measure, because your girl's hair soaks up moisture and gets so extra dry, so that little bit really does help. Alright peeps, so now I'm going to start sectioning off my hair and putting it into a little braid. So the technique that I'm using, I'm going to be using a crochet hook. So I got my pack of crochet hooks. The hair that I'm using is this Outre braid up hair, 100% Kinkalon pre-stretched, all 56 inches. Is that upside down? I don't know. So there we go. No, sorry, 46 inches. It comes in 46 and 56 inches. So I decided to go with 46 inches, and there are 3 bundles per pack. I estimate I'm gonna do a big head, so I'm thinking like maybe 36 braids should cover me, or 36 twists. So that's what we're going with. I have 3 packs of this, so 9 bundles. I figure I split each bundle into 4, and that should give me 36 evenly sized twists. What else? I got my rat tooth comb, and all right, so now first I need to do is figure out in the front is where I want to part my hair. So I don't want to do a middle part. I usually do middle parts, but I think I want to try something different. And I'm gonna part my hair right here on the side. So just so you guys know, I am not a precision parter, but I don't think that's gonna matter. I think when I wear the braids, and also too, I'll probably wear the braids up in a bun, to be honest. So I don't think the parting is gonna matter too much, but yes, I think that should be good on me, yeah. So that's how we're gonna section it. Oh, and you guys, the crown section of my hair is really, really fragile. So I tend to get a lot of breakage here. So I've been trying to give this some TLC like the past like 6 months or so. And I already see a drastic improvement. So I'm gonna like be really careful with this part of my hair and see how the braids, because yeah, I had like breakage and a little bit of thinning up there. So this part is very fragile. So I'm gonna really pay attention to what I do in that spot. But for now, here's my side part. So now I'm gonna start parting my hair into sections and braiding those sections. So here we go. And again, like I said, these are not gonna be precision parts, so I don't wanna hear any back talk, ma'am, about my parting. All right. So here we go. All right, so I got this first section, and I'm thinking that maybe I might split this into 2 twists. So there goes that. And I am going to use some edge control to kind of hold this all together. And I recently got, I don't know if you guys get these Facebook ads, but I kept seeing Facebook ads for Arcani coil care and throned edges. It was like #rub challenge. Apparently this is like the holy grail of edge control. I've used it twice so far. Oh my gosh. If you're into like laid edges, definitely recommend this. This is the edge control I used to use, ORS edge control. This beats this by leaps and bounds. Like, I put my hair in a bun and I don't think I brushed it for like 3 days and it still looked like brand new. So that's what I'm using for this. All right, so I think you just put the edge control right down there. A little bit here. All right, so I got my 2 sections. This is exciting. It's starting. Okay. So next what you want to do is grab the hair, and I know I'm doing twists, but this crochet method that I'm doing, I want the knotless. So what you do instead of tying a knot is you braid it about a ½ inch to a full inch down your hair. And I'm trying to hang on to my edges, so I'm not going to do it too tight. So just like a couple of braids. All right, so that's like about a ½ inch down. And voila, there we go. So I'm just gonna do this all over my head and I will be back. All right, peeps, so I did this whole front section. There's about 8 braids. Again, everything is braided. Actually, I can't count. There's 7 braids on this side, and there's about, I'm braided it like about a ½ inch down. And so I'm gonna do the same thing to this side. All right, peeps, I'm back. So I finished braiding my entire head. All right, so you see what I'm working with. So I wound up with 30 braids-ish, I think. I'm pretty sure 30 braids. So that took me about 45 minutes. I'm watching like reruns of Dallas, so I watched 1 and like 1/3 episodes. And also too, I think it would have gone a lot faster if I wasn't like trying to like simultaneously film and then like watch the tutorial at the same time. So I would say that if you're not distracted, and maybe like the second time, third time I do this style, if I like it and I decide to repeat this effort, it will probably take me like a lot shorter. I could probably get this done in like 30 minutes or so, maybe 40 minutes. So now we move on to the crochet part. But actually first, I'm going to take my hair and put it into sections. And I don't know if you guys have seen this drying rack behind me. I'm going to use that to put the hair on. So I'm going to section out each individual like strand, not strands, but each individual twist, and put them here so I can just kind of like grab and go. That's like a little pointer, because I've been, like I said, I've been researching this for like 2 weeks. So that's my game plan. So I will be right back. Hey peeps, so I'm back. Quick change of plans. As you can see here, I have a braid and not twist. So for this first twist, I tried like 3, 4, 5 times. I just could not get the twist to work. I don't know, maybe my hands don't work. So any case, I was like, you know what, it's late. I just want to get this done. So yeah, these are gonna be braids. Jumbo braids, not twists. So yeah. So I'm gonna finish doing like the back of my head, and then I will come in when I get to the front and just show you guys the technique. But until then, all right guys, I just wanted to pop back in because we are in the home stretch, as you can see. So they have been turning out not bad. I have learned a lot getting to this point. So I thought I would come in and do the last couple of braids with you guys so you can watch me, and I'll kind of like walk through what I'm actually doing. So let's get into it. Okay, so far I have used 2 full packages of hair, so that's a total of 6 bundles. And I just opened up my third pack, and there are 3 bundles in each. So this is 1 bundle, and this will be enough for 4 braids. And that's what I have left here, 4 braids. So this will be enough for that. So all I've been doing is just taking my scissors and then snipping this little rubber band that's holding that together, and then I'm just separating the hair into 4 equal parts. So here's section, just 2 sections, 4 sections of hair. And this drying rack has been really coming in so nice just to have the hair like right here. So love that. All right, so what I've been doing, clipping the sections I'm not working on out of the way, very important. And then you can see this is the braid right here. So now I'm taking my crochet hook here. I'll show you guys. So this is the one that I'm using, and even still, this is still not quite big enough to fit all the hair in at once. So I have to take each little, you know, pack bundle and split it in half one more time before I put it into my hair. So I just take this crochet hook just like that. So I've been finding better luck if I just like kind of comb each section before I put it onto my hair, because the hair is so long, it's like 46 inches, it gets very, very tangled. Oh my gosh. So all right, here we go. So this is 1 bundle, and then I just take that, put it through the hook, close it up, and pull it through. Easy peasy. And then just make sure this is even. All right. And then I'm going to take the rest of that bundle, put the hook through one more time. and that's it. So next, again, I find that because this hair is so long, I'm like combing it through just to keep it from tangling. And then what I do is I take, my hair is in the middle, and so I borrow a little bit from each half of the extension. And it took me a while to like figure out that that's the best way to do it. And then I'm going in with a little bit more of that edge control. And this really will help make sure that my hair is kind of like bonded to the extension. And then we just braid. And then one thing I'm taking care to do is that every like inch or so, I'm just adding a little bit more of that edge control. Like that's a tip that I found when watching these like YouTube videos on how to do this, just to make sure that there are no flyaways and everything stays in place. All right, so I have found that it's important to make sure you use a pretty even amount of hair in each braid. Like a couple of the first two braids that I did in the back are like really teeny tiny, so I'm like too tired right now to go fix it. All right, peeps, so there you have it. Like I said, I have not had braids literally since high school, and I've never attempted to do my own braids before. And so for a first timer, I think that these turned out darn good. The only things I would have changed, number one, I wish that I had dyed my hair beforehand, because you can see like my grays peeking out at the edges. Also too, I've had these braids in for like a week and a half almost as I'm filming this part. Yeah, your girl was tired. After I stayed up till like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning doing those braids, it took me so long. But a couple of things that I think would have made it go faster. Number one, I meant to do twists, not braids. Number two, yeah, I think that I'm gonna see if I can find an even larger crochet hook. I'll show you the one that I used. All right, so this is the crochet hook that I used. And as you can see, you know, it's a good size, but I think that if I had a larger one, I wouldn't have had to go in with like twice with each section of hair, because these are like jumbo braids. I had to, you know, put half the amount of hair in, pull it through, put the second amount of hair in, and then pull it through, and that just like slowed me down immensely. So I think that if I had a larger hook and I could just do it all in one like motion, that would definitely save time. And then just practice makes perfect. So yes, so these have been in a week and a half at this point. So there has been some like new growth, as you can see here. I did not want to do the braids tight at all. So I would say when you're braiding your hair, like when you do those little braids before you actually crochet the hair in, make that as loose as possible. I mean, not too loose, like especially if your hair is short. You don't want braids slipping out, but these aren't going anywhere. But I think that I made them like not loose, but as you're braiding your hair, they get tighter, and I didn't account for that. So the first like 2 or 3 days, the braids were like a little bit tighter on my scalp than I would have liked. But like I said, now that it's been like a week and my hair has grown a little bit, they're fine. They're like perfect. So, and now because they are looser, I can do like different styles. So I'm going to show you like the versatility of these. Like I usually like to wear them just kind of side swept if I'm wearing them down, but because I have a toddler and I'm like chasing Christian around all day, like this hair just like falling in my face and everything like doesn't want to cooperate sometimes. So I will show you just some of the styles that I've been rocking. So here we go. All right, peeps, so the first style that I like to rock is this sort of half up, half down look. This is probably how I wear my hair most often. I mean, it's only been a week and a half, but I've worn it like this like 2 or 3 times, and I really love it. So you can see all my inches, but I still have the hair like out of my face, which I really, really like. So that's one way. All right, P, so this is the next way I like to wear it, all up in just one huge mega bun. I mean, to be honest, this is how I wear my hair when it's loose most of the time anyway, just kind of like a puff or a big bun on top. So yes, very much liking this style. And then lastly, I know this isn't for everyone, but these little like 90s space buns, they remind me of that group Black, BLAQUE. Like really like space agey kind of R&B girl group in the 90s, but yes, or maybe early aughts, I don't know. But in any case, yeah, I thought this was so cute. I'm not sure if I would wear this. Christian likes this hairstyle a lot because it looked like one of his like cartoon characters, but in any case, if you can't tell, I'm definitely having fun with these braids and I'm enjoying the versatility. So they go perfectly with hats. Yes. You know, your girl loves to wear hats in the winter time, the fall, actually spring and summer too. I love wearing hats. So this is awesome because I usually wear my hair like up in a puff, and so that makes hattage kind of difficult. But yes, I just coined that term, hattage. But yeah, now these are a little bit bulky to fit up underneath my fedoras, but you know, your girl can make it work. So yeah, I'm loving these braids. If you guys have any questions, I will try to put all the information down in the description box, but you know, drop me a comment and let me know what you think. Do you think you would try braids again? Don't let the time that it took me deter you. Again, I'm a very, very much beginner with this, and I made some mistakes that hopefully you guys can avoid. But yeah, I think that I could probably get this, especially if I do twist, I think I could definitely get this down to like 2.5, maybe 3 hours. So with that being said, thank you guys. Oh, let me take off my hat, do my closure. Gotta show off these braids. With that being said, thank you guys so much for tuning in, listening to me talk about hair and weave in inches. But as always, I love making these videos and I appreciate you guys so much for taking your time out to watch my little corner of YouTube. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, don't know what you're waiting for. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell for notifications. I put out videos like this weekly, sometimes twice. And as always, until next time, stay classy and stay fabulous.